It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and 6 now. They go play action with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
In motion left, Flowers. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's to the 15. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jordan Davis drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. At their own 36-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he will have a Ravens first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Now that was a bouncer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dowd. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sides. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple of shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, here's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Bradford, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to left side. Bradford. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Dobbins. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. On target to his man, likely. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Jackson from the shotgun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them a possession. Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football. Agree to disagree, I guess. Can you tell what I played? Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an eager first down. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So a second field goal here this 3rd quarter, and this one gets us back to level.
Ooh, I like when you do it that way. We're going to start talking about the pitch soon. I love that. 2 drives, 2 scores, that's a plus. But we also know that they're going to need to find the end zone if they want to win this game.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Third and 12. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 yards to go, second down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
He's got him in, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 79 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman from 3 yards out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes second down. They'll try the left side. Bradford. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Pass complete. Got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This is 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Baltimore, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with a Cincinnati